Tonight, we are going to be talking Lego. We've got Mattel stuff. There's chaos theory to discuss, Doctor Who, so much. I am Brad Jost, and this is Let's Talk Jurassic. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Let's Talk Jurassic, your weekly live stream here from the Jurassic Park Podcast. Thank you so much to our returning viewers out there. Hey, what's going on, returning viewers? Welcome back for another week. We're here. We did it. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for coming and checking out the chat and everything that we're going to be talking about tonight. There's a lot of stuff, as I already mentioned. And if you're just lurking out there, say hi. Let everybody know that you're a big Jurassic fan and you're looking to talk about some Jurassic stuff, but I want to see who's here first. So let's see who is in the chat. So we've got Jurassic out there. How's it going? We've got Jurassic KM. It sounds like we're gonna have some interesting sets. We're gonna talk about some interesting stuff this week. A lot of stuff. So we got Jurassic Mike here. How's it going? Nikolai's back. What's up? Dodgson does not like the Christmas. Neither do I. I've got Halloween Horror Nights. I've got my spooky hat on. I'm not giving up. Not done with it. All right. Let's see. We got Caleb in the house. What's up, Caleb? JP Plastic. We got Woo. We got a dinosaur here. What's up, dinosaur? Jurassic Souls back in the chat. We've got Vanessa here. Hey, Vanessa. Shout out to Jurassic Souls. Thank you so much for the super chat. As always, you're awesome. Really, really appreciate you. Whatever you want us to talk about, we'll talk about it whenever you're ready. Muzza Mills here. Hey, how's it going? Jurassic KM, thank you so much. Now that we have Woo, Dieter, and Barry coming, who deserves a figure next? Oh, well, Claire. I just think the white outfit Claire, that's the one I've been asking for like years. I said it recently on an episode, I think with Stephen Ray Morris. We were talking about the fact that like the 10th anniversary of Jurassic World is like 2 years away or less, maybe, less. So, yeah, so we were thinking that maybe the 10th anniversary would bring out some more figures, but hey, getting an early start, I guess. We'll talk about that more, but I think we need a white outfit Claire. That's the one we need from Jurassic World, so that's what I'm hoping for. All right, we got Andy here. Woo is coming, yes. We've got Woo. All right, so let's go ahead and go to our website real quick. We're going to go over to JurassicParkPodcast.com, and I wanted to just show off the recent episode with Mark Vigniello, the person who's in the Pteranodon suit in Jurassic Park 3. I had a great conversation with Mark, and we talked all about, what went into making Jurassic Park 3 from so many different aspects, and, whether Mark worked directly with Joe Johnston a lot, or, how dangerous was the set, some of those stunts, and how did they figure that stuff out? And we talked a lot about the world building and the sets and how cool everything looked, and there was so much to talk about, and I think you'd really, really like this episode. So this is part 2 of the conversation. Part 1 was last week. You can go find that on our website as well. Just look back a few pages, but it was right there. Or you can go to just Spotify. It's right there on Spotify, and you can listen to all those episodes, or Apple Podcasts. But I had a great time chatting with Mark, so I'm really happy to finally get that out into the world. It's been a long time coming, so I hope everybody's enjoyed it. I really, really had a good time with that one. So I think it's been enlightening and nice to kind of look back on Jurassic Park 3 a little bit, and and just like reminisce about how, how maybe we didn't love it at first, but how it's like pretty cool now. It's pretty cool. I like looking back at it. So please go check out that. And then next week we've got a new episode. I'm going to be talking a little bit about my, little review for Jurassic World, Jurassic Park in concert. Had the chance to go out to that recently, and it was so much fun. So please check out the next episode as well. I'll be talking all about Jurassic Park in concert and my thoughts and feelings on that. So, I think you'll like that one as well. But, yeah, we might as well just jump right into this, because we have a lot to talk about, I think. So there's going to... Oh, wait, you know what? While we're wasting some time, we might have to waste time. We'll see. But I'll show you this real quick. Please go check out my other show, Grim Grinning Hosts. We talked about 20 things that we love about the Haunted Mansion and the Great Movie Ride. We've talked about a lot of 20 things recently. So go check out our 20 things about the Haunted Mansion, because like I said, I am not ready to give up on Halloween yet. So that is my other show, Grim Grinning Hosts, a show about theme parks, pop culture, all kinds of fun stuff like that. So please go check out that episode. But again, thank you everybody for coming back. We've got a lot to talk about. So let's go ahead and dive into a little bit of Jurassic news from around the world. All right, so the news this week, well, it's pretty much the news the past day or so. There really hasn't been a lot of news in the world of Jurassic just yet, except for this week. Right now, today, we've got a bunch of stuff lined up, and this is all going to be coming courtesy of Collect Jurassic. They put up a bunch of great posts about everything that's been coming out and revealed. So we're going to be diving into that in just a minute here, because there's some really great stuff. Lego has been showing off some stuff. Mattel Creations, just regular Mattel, other Jurassic stuff. There's a lot to dive into and a lot of different, facets involved in so many different places and different content, I guess you could say. So I'm really excited to dive into that, because I think while Jurassic news has been light, there's always going to be some merch. And, here in the 30th anniversary, it's fun to kind of dive into what we have there. But, yeah, so let's go ahead and kick things off with our first bit here. So this is going to be this thing. What is it? What is it? Bike Club. I guess it's Mattel's newest collectible line, as Collect Jurassic states here. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. I don't really know what else to say about this thing. It's an odd one. It's certainly an odd one. But you've got a Triceratops, and it did its thing. It had to go. When you gotta go, you gotta go. And then it's got like a cat in a litter box. It's kicking its legs back, or a dog in the yard. I guess a Triceratops did that too. I don't know. That's an interesting one for me. So we'll have to talk to the I don't know, who would you talk to? Paleontologists, to see if, is that something that Triceratops did? I guess, we could actually look at the direct evidence and see, do rhinos do that kind of thing? I don't know. It's an interesting thing, but, I think the figure itself is pretty cute. And I'm actually pretty interested in what this line could be outside of the added accessory. That's like a little strange, but I guess it comes with that iconic scene, even though this dinosaur ain't sick, it's not sitting there, chomping on the berries. It's doing okay. It's just chilling, and it just had to go. But I think this figure is pretty cute. I definitely like the way it looks, and I'm excited to see what other kind of dinosaurs we may jump into here, because if we're going to get other cute designs like this, I would very gladly see them maybe with different accessories. I mean, whatever floats your boat, Mattel, I guess. Yeah. First club about Bike Club is we don't talk about Bike Club. I'm so sorry, guys. I messed up big time. I should not be talking about this. Made a huge mistake. So yeah, definitely made a huge mistake. But thank you, Collect Jurassic, for shining a light on this Triceratops and its accessories. Appreciate it. But let's go ahead and dive into one of the next figures here. And we're going to go into this one here. So Collect Jurassic also reporting on all kinds of other figures. And it's this, like I said, this entire episode is courtesy of Collect Jurassic and their Instagram page. So please go check out Collect Jurassic over on Instagram. Instagram? Did I just say? Instagram. That's the place. So let's take a look at this one here. What's it called? I gotta look. It's so small. Isla Sorna Expedition Pack. Oh, okay. I just saw that there are compies there. I don't know why. I don't think I saw them before. Maybe they kind of blended in with the trees. But there are compies in this. So let's talk about what jumps out first. We've got this truck, all right? Hold on a second here. It's good timing. My guest. I've got a guest in the green room if you want me to bring the guest forward. How am I going to do this? Is this going to work? Let's see. Where would it add you if I'm going to add you? Hello. Oh, you got a nice little circle up there.
Hello.
We got Victoria here. What's going on?
What's going on, Brad? How's it going? How's it going, everybody? Good to be here.
Yeah, glad to have you here. Because we just started talking about all these figures, and I just talked about one of them. Maybe I should get your input, maybe go back just a little bit, because it was an interesting one. So I was just about to dive into the Mattel stuff, or I guess this one was Mattel as well, but we're going to go back to the Bike Club for a second. I want to know your thoughts on the Bike Club. What are you thinking?
To be honest, this is the first I'm seeing of them. I've been a bit out of the loop this week. But yeah, I mean, it's cute. Would I personally collect it or be interested in it? No. But, I mean, I can understand there might be a market for that. It's cute. It's a very interesting accessory it comes with, I'll say that.
Yeah, that was my thoughts as well. I'm like, this is interesting. Are they all going to come with that accessory? Or is it just like, just this one? Because it makes sense with the film, I guess. But it's a weird one. It's definitely a weird one, but I like it. It's kind of cute, you know?
Yeah.
So let's go back over to Mattel, because this one's just like, it's fun. It's a fun little thing. Was there other pictures? Oh, there was other pictures. I didn't even see the other pictures. That is hilarious. That view.
Yeah. A little chunky pal right there, yeah.
Oh, very, if you wanted to even closer look.
I'm starting to theorize, like, I mean, I know what it is, but there's two parts of it, right? So I'm starting to theorize, like, is it actually not, is it like, is it a shark? Is that what it is? I mean, it's...
No, I think it's just like a cat in a litter box or a dog in the backyard just kind of kicking its leg backwards. Or if you reverse it, if you spin, the accessory around, I mean, it could be coming out with some velocity, I guess, so yeah.
Yeah, so you interpret it differently than I did.
All right, let's get away from this thing. All right, so I just pulled this picture up just before you logged into the call, and I was talking about like things that popped out to me, and the first thing, I guess, is this truck, the Isla Sorna Expedition Pack. The truck is interesting. What do you think about that truck?
Yeah, it is interesting. It's not too dissimilar from the last one they did. I think the truck was a little bigger though. I do like that they're using the InGen branding on it, but I don't, even though it says Legacy Collection, I don't recognize it per se from the film. It kind of almost looks like a play school sort of thing. Like it's like maybe really small.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. And that's kind of the vibe I've been getting a lot recently with their vehicles, is like the dimensions are interesting, that they make me think that it's like Playmobil or something like that. Like where I'm like, oh, this is like or Imaginext or whatever, I'm like, this looks kind of like it's made more for kids because of the size or the way the wheels are or what it is. But this one kind of looks smushed, so it feels like it's like, I don't know, not made fully for, adult collectors or anything, which, it certainly isn't, I guess, because it's part of the core line. But it just looks a little silly to me. But I guess it's kind of representing, the things that we saw in the Lost World. And in my mind, I guess it kind of does. But, I don't have them fresh in my mind as far as like what those trucks looked like.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I mean, it's cute. It's unique. I mean, I'd kind of like to know a little bit more about why the proportions are what they are, but I'm all for more playability in world building in this Jurassic 3/4-inch toy line. So if that means a little slightly, well, I mean, let's be honest, it's pretty scaled down a truck with a dinosaur though, and some compies. It looks like I'll take it.
Yeah, and I think maybe part of it is the fact that like, if this is some sort of containment unit, which it seems like it is, it's the bare minimum. Like they definitely spared some expense here. They just were like, let's put like a waist high railing. Like it's like kind of like I don't even know, like you're standing in line for a ride, and it's just like the smallest little queue line there. And they decided, let's throw a velociraptor, and you're not really covered up by any means, not contain it at all. So it's interesting. That's, I think, maybe adds to the fact that it looks a little silly in my mind. But it does look like it kind of cranks up or something, right? It kind of looks like it kind of maybe rolls upwards and downwards maybe a little bit, I'm guessing. You see that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see like a feature where it would like crank or anything like that, but it looks like it does kind of go up and down. And I feel like some of the other sets that they had like nice little like arms that came out to like help capture dinosaurs. I don't see that on this one, but maybe it's tucked in there on the other side or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting.
It is interesting. It's definitely not gonna be contained for very long this way. I mean, even if it is, it could still bite, scratch, kick, hit you with its tail, all that stuff. So
yeah. But I guess the more interesting part of this, outside of the raptor, the truck, and the compies, is the figure there. So first glance, what was your first inclination there? What were you thinking right away? Because I was like, my first idea was like, who's that man?
This is the first I've seen of this one as well. I had seen like a comment in some chat that I hear exists, but there's no confirmation that it actually really exists.
Yeah, nobody really knows. Yeah.
But yeah, I this is the first I've actually like seen a photo of it. So yeah, I mean, I can't really see him too well, but I'll say that it is cool that they're incorporating. There you go. That's better. I can say though that it is nice they are incorporating more Lost World humans into the toy line. Dieter Stark, cool. I mean, we've already had Roland Timbo, we've had Sarah Harding, so I mean, this is nice. With any luck, maybe they'll get around to Nick Van Owen and some others as well.
Yeah.
So it is cool that they're continuing that and not abandoning it.
Yeah, obviously, it seems like they're going with that Dieter Stark, and it's got a vest. I was kind of thrown off because it kind of looks like around the neck. I think it's just a collar, but like when my mind is like racing a little bit, I'm like, are those like teeth around the neck? Am I like imagining like this is like a shark tooth necklace or a dinosaur tooth necklace? But I'm just too much stuck in my head about the old figures, the old Lost World style figures, and especially the way Dieter Stark looked in the old days. Because that character, while, this is how he looks in the movie, which is more reminiscent of what we're seeing in this figure. He's got the vest, and you can see the cattle prod thing there, the taser, whatever it is. It is right next to him. So it does check out.
Nice.
But I'm like, man, I miss this guy. This was one of my favorite figures of all time. So, and I know it was like wildly different than the character, but man, was it one of the coolest figures I've ever seen, I ever had. So, I miss those days.
I know, good old days.
Yeah, but it is nice to have Dieter Stark back in the lineup there. I wish they would name him, in the set. Maybe it'll be on the back. I don't know. But yeah, that's a cool figure, and it's so odd that like in the 30th anniversary year for Jurassic Park, we're getting so many Lost World figures. What's the deal with that?
What's the deal with that? Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I mean, it's, they've kind of, I don't want to say ignored the Lost World for the last several years, but they've sort of not really given it a lot of attention, a lot of focus. So, it is what it is. By the time it ships, hey, maybe it'll be 2024, right? So we'll see.
Yeah. I hate those dates that are like so far in the future. That's why I don't even bother pre-ordering anymore, because I can't anticipate it. All right, so let's move on to the next one, and it is, what is it? Oh, it's Barry. Barry. So there we go. ATV Chase Pack. Got Barry.
Nice. That's cool. This is the first time I'm seeing this, so this one is exciting. Like especially like more classic Jurassic World focus, which is interesting that they're saying Jurassic World is a legacy collection now. Because that's new. Like that hadn't happened before. But the ATV looks great. It looks like it's a new ATV. I think it doesn't look like the old one to me, unless it's just the coloring. So I'm really happy to see that. But I'm especially happy to see Barry getting a figure. I mean, he deserves it. He's been in 2 films. And then the Dino, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. It's another Velociraptor, right? But
yeah,
we'll take it.
Sure, yeah, it's got to come with something, and if it does, I mean, it looks fine. It's a fine-looking raptor, whatever. But yeah, I'm excited for it. There is some sort of weapon up top. I don't know what it is, but and this ATV, I don't have whatever ATV came out previously. Do you remember what was that from?
Yeah, so there was an ATV that came with Owen, of course, and it also came with a Stiggy Moloch. And I think it was during the Dino Arrival.
Was that from Kohl's, that thing? Or yeah, I think it was that.
It may have been one of the retailers that carried it, but I feel like I got mine from Walmart, if I remember.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that pack though. I don't have that. I wanted it at the time, but I never got around to getting it. Oops. But this looks cool. I don't know what the ATV looked like. I'll have to look it up in the movie, but this one looks cool. Barry looks, I mean, as far as I can tell, okay. The only difference is I looked up a picture of Barry. He's not wearing like a tan shirt. So, Mattel, hey, let's get a nice pink on there. That's a nice looking pink shirt on him. So, but I can't complain because we're getting more humans, and that's what I asked for on the recent survey. So yeah. I said in the survey, humans, I need more humans, all of them. So I'm not going to complain, despite the shirt color. So it's not I don't think it's going to be, a missing stripe deal, yeah. But it's good. It's still good.
It's good.
Yeah. And you mentioned the Jurassic World Legacy collection, and it's always been so interesting. I think it kind of made sense for the Apatosaurus, right? That was like maybe the one that made sense.
There you go. That was one from the Neill films. Yes, you're right.
But like, it's always been so odd, and for years now we've been like, where the heck is it? Like, why are they not revisiting that movie? So, and I know I was talking to Stephen Ray Morris recently, and he kind of cued me in that like, oh, the 10th anniversary is coming up, and I was like, oh no. We're that close to the 10th anniversary of Jurassic World that I was like, oh, maybe that's what they're saving stuff for. Because, once we get into 2025, then we're 10 years. And this is a little early, though. So maybe they're starting early. I don't know if they're going to tie anything into the 10th anniversary. But in our best guess, that seemed like a good time to start releasing stuff. But this might be a little early, and I'm not complaining. So that's a good thing.
Yeah. I like the packaging. It looks really nice.
Yeah, JP Plastics says about time Barry showed up. And Siaka said, yep, Jurassic World pushing 10 years old. We're going to see it marketed as nostalgic soon.
Oh, man, that's hard to believe.
I know, right?
that long ago. I mean, it feels like it was. I mean, to me, it kind of feels like that wasn't even that long ago. Like 2015. It was a great year. That was a great year. I loved that whole celebration of the Jurassic World and the Force Awakens. It was a good year.
Oh man, I just remember sitting back then and thinking about Star Wars and Jurassic and where we were with Marvel stuff and just being like, wow, I can't wait. We've got so much content ahead of us, so many films, TV shows, whatever. And now we're on the other side of pretty much all of it. And I mean, we're still getting stuff, but we're 6 films deep between Star Wars, or even more between spin-offs and other things. But we're so deep into these movies and everything. I'm like, oh man, it already happened. It went by so fast.
It's
yeah. Well, hopefully we get that kick again where it's we got so much stuff in front of us. It'll happen again. But not yet, unfortunately. But maybe with Chaos Theory, if we get to talk about some of that. Jurassic KM says, didn't it come with a red baryonyx? I don't know. I was thinking it came with a gray baryonyx, or not baryonyx. The baryonyx one was a motorcycle, I think. It came with a gray Stiggy, I think.
Yeah, it was like a bluish gray sticky mohawk.
Yeah,
no, not sticky mohawk. It was a Dracorex is what it was.
Oh, was it Dracorex? Same difference.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, and Daniel says Barry is an underrated character for sure. Yeah, absolutely. I loved seeing Barry come back in Jurassic World Dominion, and it definitely fleshed out the world a little bit and gave him something to do. Apparently, I think I learned last week or so that he was he had a cafe. I don't even remember hearing that in the movie. Apparently, that was stated in Dominion, I think.
Yeah.
So I don't remember that. But yeah.
I know that movie well over a year.
It's been a while. I don't know if it's been that long, but JP Plastic says they might have miscolored his shirt to blend in between all the movies. What was he wearing in let's see, Barry, Jurassic World Dominion? Let's see what he was wearing in that movie. He had a nice shirt on. It was basically the same kind of outfit, but just a different colored shirt. So yeah, I guess if you blend the pink with the darker color, maybe we get there.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah. All right, so that is Barry set, and very excited. That's 2 humans right off the bat, and vehicles, 2 humans and vehicles. What else we got here? Oh, we got this thing. Another baryonyx, in case you were I don't have enough baryonyx.
That's one of the things that we could definitely suggest to Mattel is hey, baryonyx, you guys have never made one before. We need. Yeah, I mean, I will say, this one looks pretty different as far as I can tell. It looks weird though. The proportions are very odd. I'm sure a lot of people are complaining about that already. But I like the way the head looks. Oh, where am I going? I cannot get it. All right. I don't know. Anyway, I like the way the head looks. It looks pretty big and beefy there, but the tail looks really, really short. So I'm sure that won't go over very well. But and of course, it's got I'm guessing those are buttons. It's got 3 levels of intensifying damage. So 3 levels. Wow, how can you compete with that?
I don't know. Oh, we got other things here. We've got the Pyroraptor.
Meh.
And also with three levels. That one, I mean, I like the Pyroraptor. I think it looks pretty cool. But it's I'm not going to go out of my way to ever get this, probably. And then the Herrerasaurus. It just kind of goes downhill, huh? Herrerasaurus there. 3 levels of intensifying damage as well. I'm assuming...
In any other case that you talk about 3 levels of intensifying damage, it's probably not a good thing at all.
No, probably not. I mean, it is maybe kind of exciting that they light up. That's kind of cool, I guess. So I guess this kind of like reveals like a red patch. What is? I mean, I guess that's like battle damage of some sort. Is it like a heat wound? Like what happened there?
I don't know. I mean, it's the kind of wound that I guess existed back in the dinosaur days where they'd get attacked and then it would glow for whatever reason.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah, or maybe it's like one of those like Doctor Wu things. He's like, I want to know where the wound is so that I can scan it real quick. It's glowing. I don't know. It's interesting. So I mean, they're trying anything they can these days to just keep people interested, I guess. So yeah, whatever. But I don't know. I don't really care. Do you have anything to say about these three other than what we just mentioned?
I'll just say that like the baryonyx, going back to that, it looks unique. Like it doesn't look like a Jurassic World baryonyx. It kind of looks more like it's more paleontological, if that makes sense. Other than the tail, of course. But it just looks like more. I don't know. It doesn't. It looks like they're kind of veering away from the film look and kind of doing something different here, which is very interesting to me.
Yeah, I guess they're definitely trying for something different. And we were talking maybe we were talking. I don't know. There is that chat that's just like kind of unknown to most people, but like somebody brought up the fact that the logo, they're just opting for the T-Rex logo these days. Obviously it does say down there Jurassic World, like it is. They're not shying away totally, but what are your thoughts on kind of maybe like a slight rebrand, which is kind of started with the Earth logo that they did with Battle at Big Rock, and then I think it was maybe during the prologue they kind of did that like rock work, kind of just the circle-y thing, and it like zoomed towards the camera. And a lot of Dominion's marketing was mostly just like the amber logo, I think. And they really opted to not go with the Jurassic World branding. Do you think there's anything to that, or is it just random?
It's interesting. Every now and then when they do the different sort of reintroductions to these lines, like they go from the Fallen Kingdom look to Dino Rivals to I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what the other ones were called after that. But every time they do that, they mix it up. They kind of do it a little bit differently. They change the coloring, they change the background. So it's kind of that thing. They're just trying to maintain interest, in at retail when people walk down the aisle and they want something to catch their eye, and not be like, hey, you may have this dinosaur that you bought 20 times over the last 4 or 5 years. This is a different one. This is something you don't have. And the only way they're going to convey that at this point, after how many over hundreds of dinos they've done, is by mixing up the packaging. So that's really what this is here.
Yeah. No, this packaging is okay-ish. I mean, it's kind of weird. Kind of looks like a mishmash, but like I'll never get over the Dino Rivals days. I think that was like my favorite stuff. But yeah, this is interesting. I don't really know. It looks like the jungle's on fire and there's logs down, and I don't know. It looks interesting. So, but the logo thing, I do think there's probably an effort behind the scenes to kind of start using just like that branding, so people can identify this franchise as just the image, the single image. I think that's probably a conscious effort behind the scenes a little bit because of the way they transitioned from Battle at Big Rock onward. And if they ever do make more films not centered around the main characters or the main storyline, that's the perfect way to go, is by just having the logo and then say whatever the title is underneath, and you like right away it clicks and you know exactly what you're watching.
Right, and I think Jurassic has earned that over the last, few decades. I mean, you see this logo, it's so iconic. You know what it is. There's no like mistaking it for Godzilla or something else, unless it's a knockoff, like toy from somewhere. But
yeah,
no, it's cool. I like that they mix it up from time to time. It just keeps things interesting.
Yeah, So, those ones are fine. I think somebody mentioned it somewhere in the comments. This Baryonyx Jurassic Cam said, reminds me of Grimm. Yeah, I guess. I forget.
I can see that, yeah.
You know what I'm finding more these days is that when somebody makes comments, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. I forget. I forget what this looked like. I forget what this character said. I don't like. Something happened after Jurassic World Dominion that I'm like, I don't remember anything anymore. I forgot this franchise.
I mean, yeah, I kind of feel that. Even like for Camp Cretaceous, I watched it once, like all the way through. Each season I watched, but like I don't remember all the specifics anymore. Even like Dominion, like I watched it like twice. I saw it in the theater, and then I saw it on when they did the extended cut on Blu-ray. But then that was kind of it. I didn't. I don't think I've rewatched it since then. So.
Yeah, and I just looked it up, but yeah, it does look like maybe like more of like a film accurate version of Grimm, because we got like very like a bright green and stuff like that in the animated series, and it had the red eye, and this one kind of looks like a more natural version of it, like maybe something you would see in like a short film or something like that. So it's pretty cool. I mean, maybe is it a rebrand for? No, I don't know. I don't remember what happened. Did all those things die, or did some of them die? I don't know. See, again, I don't know.
No clue.
Who knows?
Yeah, it actually it reminds me too. I don't know if you know the old from the 80s Imperial Tyrannosaurus Rex, but it was like a kind of similar color, like yellow and green, and it had like red lipstick looking like gums and teeth and.
Oh yeah, I just looked it up. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that a little bit.
Yeah, sure, I can see it. Yeah, okay, so Ray got it. It's the loss of Jurassic memories equals dino-mentia.
Nice.
Very true. I think that's probably what it is. Anyway, the next one is a big one. Saved up for this one, but we've got this one here.
Yeah.
Dr. Wu and Lab on sale.
Yeah.
This someday, whatever day that is. Next Thursday, I guess.
Next Thursday.
That's pretty close. I'm gonna be hoping to be able to find time to get that. I don't think I'm gonna be home, but Dr. Wu finally. It's they're making it. It's not a drill, as Collect Jurassic says. This is for New York City Comic Con? Question mark? I mean that already happened, so I'm confused. But heck, finally, Dr. Wu. You excited?
Maybe it's a late exclusive. They're just releasing it late. I'm excited. It's Dr. Wu, right? People have been asking for a figure of him for how long? He's not had an official figure in the 30 years Jurassic Park has been a thing. So, he definitely is I think is at this point is owed a figure. And, it's going to have a lab, right? And, I don't know if you remember, but back in, it was like 2018, 2019, there were some leaks where they were actually going to release like a lab with Stiggy Moloch. And as I understand it, there was supposed to be a Dr. Wu in that set. So what I'm curious to see is this going to be that set repurposed and finally released? Or is it something entirely different? So I'm really curious. I can't wait to see photos of this one.
Yeah, I don't think I heard about that, or hey, guess what? Maybe it was dino-mentia. Maybe I forgot. I don't know. But I hope it's just like it's funny because a bunch of weeks ago, maybe it was for San Diego Comic-Con or something. We were all doing predictions and stuff, and this was my prediction, was a Dr. Wu and a lab, and I thought that would be the coolest set. Like that would be perfect for a con. So I'm excited. I hope it's centered around Jurassic Park. It says it is there. So I kind of imagined it would be like a better version of what we got with the original Hammond. You know how it came with that little pedestal with the raptors. I hope it's like a legit version of that with the arm, the mechanical arm that can move the egg, and like I hope it's that. Who knows? You know, he comes with a little notepad and a pencil or something. You know, that's what I want. You know, I think that would be fantastic. It's about time. So excited for Dr. Wu, and again, another human. This is fantastic.
Yeah, no, that would be really cool. And I do like that they're saying it's Jurassic Park, right? And not Jurassic, you know, one of the other films.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think that would be a great accessory to include. And, you know, the fact that it is more humans, that it is Dr. Wu is especially exciting. So next Thursday, I'm going to be at work at that time, but we'll have to figure something out.
Yeah, I know, right? We were all like scrambling, even though it's a week away. We can do this. It's always nerve-wracking though when it's like part of something like this, a Comic-Con, or you know, something like Mattel Creations, where like you don't really know, am I going to be able to get it? Is it going to be too hard to get? Is it going to sell out? Like, I mean, it's been so up and down with these things recently, and between Beyond the Gates and whatever Mattel Creations does, you can never predict like what's going to happen with these releases, you know? Right.
Very hard to say. Yeah, probably the best thing though is to be there at 9:00 as it goes up. That way you secure your order and don't have to worry about it anymore.
I know. I'm going to be there. I'm ready. I've got my finger on the button right now. I'm gonna just sit here until then. I got a lot to do in the meantime, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna have to send Vicious Vic to order it for me.
Yeah, I think you might have to strong arm them. Like, hey, give us all the Dr. Wu's, and then hopefully this opens the floodgates for, you know, Jurassic World Dr. Wu, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, Jurassic World Dominion, because they're all different. Like, they're all different. We need them all. And it deserves it. The character deserves it, you know? One of the biggest characters in this franchise, right up there with, you know, the Grants and Ellies and all that. So hopefully. But very excited. And I didn't even know that this portion of the website like existed until today. They actually have like a lineup of like things that are coming like on the schedule. So I guess we got to keep an eye on that. I had no idea. But yeah, coming soon. Very exciting. Can't wait to see it. Like, I hope we get a reveal in like the next few days or so. So like we know what we're going to buy. But yeah, I'm excited about that. Everybody else is too. It seems like Nikolai wants it. Jurassic KM is going to be keeping an eye on the phone, just like with Spielberg. Yeah, so hyped to get Spielberg, and guess what? I still haven't opened it. It's just in a box. Like I'll get to it someday.
Yeah, I did open mine. It took a while. It took like a month, but I did get around to opening it. It's nice. I mean, you don't really go with anything unless you have him directing a scene, but I mean, it's cool. How many Steven Spielberg figures are there, honestly?
I know, right? No, there none other than that one. You know, and I don't know if you watched that Lego Jurassic Park short film thing, whatever it was, the retelling. Did you get a chance to see that?
Not yet.
No? Well, he makes a cameo, and I was like, oh, are they going to make a Lego set now? Like, I hope they make the Lego set of that exact, you know, outfit and everything too. So I'd get that, you know, I'd make Lego Steven Spielberg direct something too. And then I won't open it for another few months. Yeah.
That's how it goes though. I mean, there's so many things, especially when you talk about this Jurassic line. It's like, I don't know how many dinos there. I'm sure somebody's got to be counting them.
Oh man.
But I mean, there's probably hundreds of them at this point. It's hard to keep up with. It's yeah, I mean, there's just so many of them. So, yeah.
Yeah, there are so many. And, you know, I think, like, with that survey, I really focused on humans and, like, play sets and vehicles and stuff. So, hopefully, like, they realize that, like, this... Because, like, when you're playing as a kid, there is storytelling involved. And it's more so, for my... At least for my childhood, I was... focused on the story of the humans interacting with the dinosaurs, and like I hope we get to expand out and like not just have just a huge load of dinosaurs all the time, but like we can focus on other things too to help tell that story. So
yeah, I mean that's
hopefully
exactly what Jurassic is. You know, it's not just going back 65 million years into the past and seeing dinosaurs, right? It's this world where dinosaurs and humans are now coexisting. You know, what does that look like as a toyland? It should look like more humans and vehicles and other things. So, you know, hopefully they keep that momentum going, continue to produce those items.
Yeah. I like this comment from Andy. Now we can start a Law and Order SVU toy line. All right, so what's next on the list? Is this? Oh, it's Lego. So let's switch over to Lego. I think I got to add you back in, so let's add you back in. All right, so we're talking Lego now. And this is pretty cool. This is fun. I like this. I mean, this is, where did it say? I think it was for like 9+. How many pieces is it? I don't know. Doesn't really say right there. But I'm assuming it's not a ton of pieces, because it's for like, it's like a 9+ set. But boy, does this thing look pretty cool. Are you getting Lego stuff or no?
You know, in 2015, we all know how awful the Hasbro Jurassic World stuff was. I bought it despite that at the time, and then I was like, I need some quality Jurassic stuff, so I went and bought all the Jurassic World sets at the time. Since then, I've also picked up the classic Jurassic Park, the control room, but that's it. I haven't bought any other Lego Jurassic stuff since then.
Yeah, mine's few and far between too. I've got like, I do have the T-Rex breakout one. That's probably the biggest one that I got for Jurassic. And then that boat, I don't know when that came out. There was like a boat, and then there was like an airplane with Owen and like a massive raptor. So I got those. I think that's about it. But this looks pretty cool. This is a little different and something that I would be like, you know, wanting to put on display. So I kind of like this idea. I think this is fun. They should do this with like, sorry, Lego, I'm going to give you ideas to get my money, but they should do this with other dinosaurs too. I think that'd be kind of cool. Like other footprints with other skulls. Like imagine that skull from Fallen Kingdom, or even just a regular Triceratops skull or something. Like it could be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely unique. That's for sure.
Is this missing one of the teeth the same way that Nublar Rex is? Oh, I don't know.
It's missing a bunch of teeth.
It's not like this thing that I have here that's just missing all of the teeth except for one.
Oh my god, what is that?
This is from the La La Land Records, like the book, the CD book, and it's just missing all except for like one tooth or so on the bottom.
How did that even happen? That's like an official licensed product.
Yeah, it's official, and they printed it. I think they fixed it maybe at one point, but that's hilarious.
Well, that's the better version to have. So you're lucky.
Oh, I know, right? yeah, I'm so glad. But yeah, so that's the first one. I think that's really, really cool. 2024, they're saying here, but this looks pretty fun. I mean, this is a nice little set. Obviously, you can see the kind of get like an idea of the size there. What does that say? 8 inches tall. See, I like ones that come with like this little plate thing. Like I always like when my Lego sets have like a base and then they tell you like a little bit about the figure or something. Like I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, and I'm interested in this next one too, because this one, I mean, this is for like even younger. I think it's probably like a 4+. Yeah. But it comes with Darius, Sammy, baby Ankylosaurus, baby Triceratops, baby Velociraptor, small Velociraptor, and Pteranodon. I didn't know there was a difference between the baby and the small, but interesting. But this is a new set, Baby Dinosaur Rescue Center. And we've got like a Jeep, we've got like a little, I don't know, like a little stable kind of thing with some food, and then a lab, And this, the lab thing and the baby dinosaurs, it all feels very reminiscent of other sets. I feel like we've gotten sets like that before, maybe even with some of these characters. But the fact that we're getting like a new set with a very different model. Oops, see, look, there's that logo again. Just the Rex, but a very different model for Darius and Sammy. So, and Darius even has a little bit of like battle damage on him there. But Sammy's shirt is like a slightly different look, and her hair looks maybe longer, and his hair looks longer. Different outfit for him completely. So I'm interested. Does this mean that both of these characters are going to be featured in this new animated show? Which I guess we're going to get news on pretty soon, like in the next few days or so. So we might have our answers answered there. But what did I say? Answers answered? Or questions answered?
Yeah.
I guess questions? I don't know.
That's a cute set. It is a cute set. I like the dinos, and yeah, I mean, I have no knowledge about this series. The show, all I know is that, there's stuff leaking out. So everything will be announced for the official announcement. So
yeah. Oh, I like he's got like this. He's got his necklace on. But yeah, I mean, it, is it just like, I guess maybe her shirt is very similar. It just looked different from the other side, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm wondering, is this gonna have anything to do with it? But with these Lego sets, especially for the younger ones, I always feel like they're like so far away from what the content is, like what the actual movie or TV show is. So you can never really justify like saying this is what's going to happen in Camp Cretaceous or whatever it's called, Jurassic World Chaos Theory. Yeah. But hey, it would be cool if they had like a little baby dinosaur center where they could, capture them in the wild and bring them back to this place. Even though they're showing like a jungle, looks like Nublar in the background. Like, we do know that at the end of that Camp Cretaceous series, they did have a lab on, I guess, whatever that other island was, the third island. So, maybe this could be that island, I guess. Or maybe it's like, just like, I don't know, wherever they live in the States. And they're, tracking down dinosaurs after Fallen Kingdom. But like, hey, if they were to bring like a baby raptor and like a juvenile raptor, or maybe try to take some of these ideas from like the books and stuff and bring them to life in Camp Cretaceous, that would be pretty cool. I think that'd be fun.
It would be.
But who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. I just hope Sammy's not wearing the same shirt she wore for all those seasons of Camp Cretaceous, because that'd be kind of ridiculous.
I know, right? I don't remember. Let's see. Final episode. I don't know if I can get like a glimpse of like what they looked like at the end. Darius, he was wearing like a white shirt in the show with his necklace, so I mean, it just doesn't seem like that shirt. But is there a picture of the end? I just want to see them at the end of the show. I don't know, but I know they did like a phone call and stuff, so maybe they're wearing the same clothes, but maybe somebody in the chat can confirm that if they remember. But I don't know.
Yeah, I want to know what other characters are going to be in the show.
I know, right? Like, I want to see the Camp Cretaceous cast again, but like I also want to see them expand into new characters and hopefully make it like a little bit older of a show and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, I think it could be interesting if they expand out. I don't remember like if it was legit or not, or if it's been debunked or not, but there was like a theory a long time ago that there was like they were like casting for somebody. I forget what the details were now, but I remember that they were like trying to cast like a voice actor for somebody, some character. Who knows? But I think we'll probably find out soon enough. And I don't think it'll be like this Lego set, but maybe. Who knows?
Maybe. We will find out. We will find out if they were able to pay Jenna Ortega millions more to come back for Camp Cretaceous or whatever it's called now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, look, the show has never shied away from getting like bigger cast members. You know, they had oh man, I don't even remember their names. The two counselors were like fairly big actors, and even like their guests, like the hunters, and even what's his name? I See Dead People. Like he was in the show, and like you know Haley Joel Osment. So there was a lot of like bigger cast members that were a part of that show. So you know, got to pay her. You know, because she's got 27 million followers or whatever. We got to pay her to come back. That'd be fine.
They can pay her in Mattel Tour. How about that?
Yeah, definitely. Just make all the Brooklyn characters. I think she'd definitely come back. But you know, if it's, and I guarantee if they do bring her back, Brooklyn's gonna have like a darker edge this time, and she's gonna be more like Wednesday or whatever character's gonna be in Beetlejuice. You know, she's kind of like a, you know, and Scream. She's part of like the, you know, the horror genre now. So maybe Brooklyn's got a scarier edge this time around.
Yeah, hopefully not. We'll see.
Yeah. So yeah, Greg said they're gonna be eating a lot of fruit. Yeah, I guess. I'm surprised, honestly, that it's not hot dogs. Because I feel like with Lego sets, they're always like throwing hot dogs to the dinosaurs. So at least they're eating healthier this time. Siaka saying Chaos Theory is going to be the best show ever. Okay, all right, maybe. Who knows? It's possible. I don't know about that.
Possible.
An egg with an eye. Yeah, there is an egg with an eye. I think that's been in other sets before too. I feel like, honestly, there was a set that looked just like this little section. Maybe it came with Dr. Wu or something. I forget. Oh yeah, Dave and Roxy. Thank you, Jurassic Cosmos. Dave and Roxy. I forgot what their names were. How did I forget that?
I forgot
Dave was doing like the check. I forget what he had like a sick song that like he had like a sick beat in the first episode, I think, or whatever. Oh, the Camp Concealers. I didn't even notice you mentioned that. The Camp Concealers. We're going to hide these kids in the forest and nobody will be able to find them. They're going to not even bother looking for them.
Right.
Yeah, the aftermath of Lockwood Estate with Brooklyn investigating could be a fun and spooky sequence. Yeah, I think I would love to see Brooklyn investigating and Darius and crew tracking. Like, I think it could be a great, like, combo of, you know, maybe some people investigate, like, interning with, I don't know, newspaper. Do people do that? Or a website, I guess. And then other people interning with the DFW or something, you know, it could be pretty cool to see.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Like if they brought in some of like, I know, you know, you said like new characters, but if they brought some of the films in, they had them voiced by the actual like actors, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I know. I had Aaron on last week, and Aaron had mentioned wanting to see Barry in this show, and that'd be fantastic. Barry would be a great addition to the show. So get him in there because, you know, he's got his own Netflix TV show or something. So, you know, he's familiar with the crew. So
yeah, or Lowry would be cool too.
Yeah. It would be cool to kind of tie in that, like, whatever that undercover group was that they had, Lowry and Franklin and everybody, Zia, whoever. Could be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh wow. It's not possible. Possible implies there is an alternative. It's inevitable. Chaos Theory will be so good that it will be the first show to win an Oscar. Wow, Siaka, that is confident. That you are very confident in that. Like, I have never seen that much confidence before. That is amazing.
I admire that. I admire the enthusiasm and the certainty there.
All right, so I think that's about it. That's all we got. Do I have like a video that like we could both be in? Let's see. Let's try this. Oh, I gotta add you. Boom. Oh, no. Now there's another guest that's not you. And then there's also an iPad. Wait. Where do we go? Wait, here we go. There we go. Okay. Now I'm trying to get rid of these other ones. Oh, there we go. Okay, there it is.
There you go. That's
Working
better.
on the fly. Got it. Too many buttons.
I was going to say, who's that other person that doesn't want their identity revealed and their voice distorted?
I just wanted to say that I don't like Jurassic.
It's like some random person. Sorry. I think that was Tom. But his voice is not that deep. Who we kidding? Anyway, thank you for joining me here today. That was fun.
Yeah.
Nice to see you pop in there. What are you up to? Where can people find you and everything you've been doing lately?
Well, as of right now, I'm just kind of hanging out with myself. What I mean is that I'm hanging out with myself.
Other side.
Right there.
Look at that.
Yep.
Out there busting ghosts.
Out there busting. Well, I'm kind of trapped in this box, so should be more concerned about getting busted by the ghosts. But yeah, that's me.
I'll
there
join
you go. Nice. We should do a team up.
you.
We'll get these two together and we'll go bust some ghosts.
I like it. Now I can't get myself to stand up on the shelf anymore, so I'll just put it right there. Awesome. All right, so check out Victoria Busting Ghosts on the West Coast. So West Coast Ghost Busting. This is a good name for your crew.
The Ghostbusters Pacific Branch.
There you go. I'll be only busting Mickey ghosts for the foreseeable future, but yeah. So thank you for joining me, and let's see. Let's showcase one more time here. Let's go back to the website. Please go check out our recent episode, which is this one with Mark Vignello, the person who was inside the Pteranodon suit in Jurassic Park 3, talking all about what it was like working on Jurassic Park 3. So I know it's everybody's favorite film, so please go check out that episode. It was a lot of fun. Mark was great. Please go take a listen. And as well, go download the show over on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Audible, whatever. Oh, Amazon Music? I was trying to think of what all these are. I don't even know. They all look exactly the same to me. And go follow us on these other places that look the same, which is Instagram, Threads. Wait, is there two Threads? Oh, no, one of them is Instagram. TikTok, we're on there. We're doing stuff over there. And I guess Facebook is there, but I don't know. I don't really do it. But yeah, follow us on those places. And I am on that other one, but I don't really, not me personally. You know that other one I'm talking about. Everybody knows. But anyway, that one's just like not very fun. But anyway, that's all we got for you. So thank you so much, and see you all next time. I actually won't be here next week, so no stream next week. So the week after, I might have is somebody coming on that one? Oh yeah, there might be somebody coming on that one. So stay tuned. But thanks everybody. See you later. Bye.
Cool. Thank you. Bye.